Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a journey through Australia's golden legacy, the $1 coin. From its debut in 1984, this coin has quietly witnessed the nation's evolution, each year minting more than just metal, but moments in time. We'll trace its path through 1985, 1988, and finally, to a year that changed everything, 1993. Because that coin wasn't just currency. It carried a message, one that celebrated the land itself. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll discover why the 1993 Landcare dollar remains one of Australia's most meaningful treasures. And so, our journey begins with the very first chapter of Australia's golden era. The year is 1984, when a simple piece of metal replaced paper, and the nation's first $1 coin was born, a coin that would soon prove its weight in history and in value. The 1984 Australian $1 coin, the very first of its kind, and one that carries a story of pride, change, and undeniable value. When this coin was first introduced in 1984, it marked the end of an era. Paper $1 notes were being phased out, and Australia wanted something stronger, lasting, and symbolic of its identity. What emerged was not just a coin, it was a masterpiece. The coin was struck in aluminium bronze, giving it that warm golden tone which instantly set it apart from every other coin in circulation. Its color alone made it feel like wealth in your palm, a small but shining piece of history. The obverse side proudly features Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin, her calm yet commanding presence watching over an age of transformation. This portrait defined a generation of Australian coins and remains one of the most recognized royal depictions in the Commonwealth. Flip the coin, and you're greeted by the timeless design of 5 bounding kangaroos, captured in motion by the brilliant artist Stuart Devlin. It's a symbol that roars Australia, louder than any other strength, energy, and national identity in perfect harmony. But what truly makes the 1984 $1 coin valuable isn't just its design or metal, it's its story. It was the first golden coin of its kind to circulate across Australia, making it a piece of living history for collectors around the world. Over 185 million coins were minted, yet not all survived the decades unscathed. Many were lost, worn, or damaged, and only the finest examples remain today, coins that gleam with their original golden shine, untouched by time. Collectors today hunt for these early-year issues with passion. A pristine, uncirculated 1984 $1 coin can easily fetch $50 to $120, depending on its condition and strike quality. That's more than 100 times its face value, proof that even the smallest coin can hold great potential. But that's just the beginning. Proof versions of the 1984 coin, minted in limited numbers for collectors, can sell for $250 to $400, and in some rare cases, even higher if the packaging and certificate remain intact. What many people don't realize is that the very first year of any coin series is often the most sought after. The 1984 $1 coin is the origin point, the foundation of all future designs. Its historical weight alone makes it an essential collectible for serious numismatists. Imagine holding one of these coins. You're not just holding metal. You're holding the moment Australia changed its currency forever. That sense of legacy, of owning a piece of transformation, is what drives collectors to pay premium prices. Even the simplest, well-kept 1984 dollar found in your change might surprise you. A coin in average circulated condition can still attract buyers for $10 to $20, especially if it shows strong details and minimal wear. Its value continues to rise as collectors realize how important the 1984 issue truly is. Every year that passes reduces the number of pristine examples available, and demand keeps climbing. This coin is more than a collectible. It's a golden reminder of Australia's resilience and innovation. The switch from paper to metal wasn't just practical. It symbolized strength, permanence, and national unity. For investors, this coin represents opportunity. For historians, it's a time capsule. And for everyday Australians, it's a nostalgic memory of a time when something new and golden entered their pockets for the very first time. In the numismatic world, early releases are the seeds of legacy. The 1984 $1 coin is the seed that started one of the most beloved coin series in modern history. So if you ever come across one, don't overlook it. That small, shining piece could be worth far more than you think. Treasure it, protect it, and remember, true value isn't always written on the surface. Sometimes, it's hidden in history and in gold. Because the 1984 Australian $1 coin isn't just valuable, it's a golden beginning that continues to shine brighter with every passing year. After the birth of Australia's golden dollar in 1984, the story didn't stop there. The following year, 1985, brought mystery, rarity, and one of the most surprising twists in the entire Australian coin series. The 1985 Australian $1 coin is not just another issue. It's a treasure wrapped in scarcity. While millions of coins rolled out the year before, 1985 saw something completely different. A drastic reduction in mintage that would make this coin one of the most desirable pieces in modern Australian numismatics. Only nearly 1 million coins were ever produced for circulation, a tiny number compared to the previous year's massive output. For collectors, that instantly turned this coin into gold. The coin retained the same warm aluminium-bronze composition, that golden glow which made it instantly recognizable in the hand. Its familiar weight and tone linked it to the 1984 issue, keeping a sense of continuity while concealing a secret rarity within. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth II remained in her iconic portrait, the calm and regal figure sculpted by Arnold Machin. Her image, surrounded by the words Elizabeth II Australia 1985, stood as a reminder of royal stability in a changing world. But the reverse side, the 5 bounding kangaroos by Stuart Devlin, still stole the show. Their rhythmic motion symbolized movement, progress, and national spirit. Yet, behind their familiar form lay an unexpected truth. The 1985 edition was far harder to find than anyone imagined. For years, many collectors didn't even realize the 1985 $1 coin existed in circulation. It was produced in such limited numbers that few ever saw it in their change. As a result, its reputation as a hidden gem grew stronger with time. Those who kept one unknowingly held a small fortune. Today, a clean, uncirculated 1985 $1 coin can command $200 to $400, while proof issues, minted in even smaller quantities, can soar to $600 or more, depending on condition and presentation. Even lightly circulated examples can fetch $40 to $80, a remarkable rise from their humble $1 face value. Collectors worldwide consider the 1985 issue the ghost of the $1 series, seldom seen, always sought after. Its value isn't just in scarcity, but in symbolism. The 1985 coin stands for endurance, proof that rarity can be born not from design changes or metal composition, but from timing, production, and circumstance. For coin historians, it's a window into how a single year's decision can change a coin's destiny. For collectors, it's a thrilling chase, the hunt for that golden year when fewer coins meant greater treasure. The golden tone of the 1985 issue remains just as rich, its edges sharp, its kangaroos bounding in eternal motion. But every detail now carries more weight, more meaning, more value. To own one is to hold the heartbeat of Australian minting history, a year when rarity was unintentional, yet unforgettable. Many people still search through old jars, dusty drawers, and forgotten wallets, hoping to catch that glint of gold from 1985. It's more than collecting, it's rediscovering a story that most never knew existed. And as years pass, the number of these coins in top condition continues to shrink, driving their worth higher with every auction and private sale. The 1985 Australian $1 coin isn't just valuable, it's a survivor, a golden whisper from the past, reminding us that sometimes the rarest treasures are the ones hiding in plain sight. As the rare and mysterious 1985 dollar faded quietly into legend, Australia's golden coin continued its journey, but it wouldn't resurface in full strength until 1988, a year of celebration, innovation, and national pride. What came next wasn't just another coin, it was a bold statement, one that marked 200 years of Australian history, struck forever in gold-toned bronze. In 1988, Australia stood at a crossroads between past and future. The nation was celebrating its bicentennial, 200 years since European settlement, and the Royal Australian Mint wanted to honor that moment with a coin that carried meaning, power, and beauty. The 1988 Australian $1 coin became the symbol of that celebration. Crafted once again in aluminium bronze, it gleamed with the same golden hue that collectors had come to love, but this time, it carried a special design, one that told a story. The obverse continued to feature Queen Elizabeth II, this time with the updated portrait by Raphael Makhlouf, reflecting her maturity and enduring strength. The fine details of her crown and shoulders gave this version a sense of regal sophistication. But the real marvel lay on the reverse, a new design unlike any before it. To mark Australia's bicentennial year, the coin depicted an Aboriginal elder, inspired by the ancient traditions and timeless wisdom of the land's first peoples. Behind him flowed patterns representing the Southern Cross constellation and the connection between people, land, and sky. This wasn't just a coin. It was art, a powerful message cast in metal, symbolizing unity between old and new Australia. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the same artist who created the original kangaroo dollar, this new imagery captured the spirit of reconciliation, identity, and pride. For collectors, the 1988 dollar immediately stood out. It was distinct, emotional, and historically charged. And because it marked such a monumental event, it became one of the most sought-after modern Australian coins. While the mintage numbers were large enough for circulation, pristine proof and uncirculated sets were produced in limited quantities for collectors, and these are where the true value lies. A flawless 1988 proof $1 coin can sell today for $250 to $450, while high-grade uncirculated versions often trade for $80 to $150. Even circulated coins with strong details and minimal wear can reach $25 to $40, especially among those who value its commemorative importance. But beyond price, the coin carries emotional value. It stands as a national reminder that the story of Australia doesn't begin in 1788 or end in 1988. It continues, shaped by every person who holds a piece of its past in their hand. Collectors often call it the coin of unity because it bridges 2 centuries of Australian heritage, the ancient culture that first cared for the land and the modern nation that continues to grow upon it. Its golden shimmer still reflects that dual legacy, heritage and progress side by side. And with every year that passes, its historical weight grows stronger, as fewer untouched examples remain in private hands. For those who collect with heart, the 1988 $1 coin is more than metal, it's meaning, a mark of respect, remembrance, and rebirth. This coin's rise in value isn't just because of rarity, but because of the pride it represents. It's the kind of piece that belongs not just in a collection, but in a story, your story, Australia's story. the story of a nation finding its true voice. The 1988 Australian $1 coin is golden proof that a nation's spirit can live forever, not only in history books, but in the coins that pass from hand to hand, generation to generation. So if you ever come across one, don't just see it as currency. See it as a bicentennial treasure, a shining piece of heritage that continues to remind us where Australia began and how far it has come. As the echoes of Australia's bicentennial faded, the golden dollar coin took on a new purpose, a purpose far greater than commemoration. By 1993, it would no longer just celebrate history, it would honor the land itself. What emerged that year was a coin unlike any before, a $1 tribute to Landcare Australia, where metal met meaning and value met responsibility. In 1993, Australia was at a turning point, a moment when environmental awareness began to bloom across the nation. People were starting to see that the true wealth of a country wasn't found in banks or gold reserves, but in the soil, the rivers, and the life that grew upon them. To celebrate this growing movement, the Royal Australian Mint released a special commemorative $1 coin, one that didn't just shine with gold-toned brilliance, but carried a message about protecting the land that gives life to all. The 1993 Landcare Australia $1 coin was struck in aluminium bronze, glowing with the same signature golden warmth as its predecessors. Yet its design stood apart, natural, symbolic, and deeply meaningful. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Raphael Makhlouf, remained a mark of tradition and continuity. Her dignified image was a reminder that this coin was still part of the royal lineage of Australian currency. But on the reverse, the tone shifted from monarchy to nature. The design depicted two hands cradling a small seedling, its roots firmly planted in the soil, a powerful representation of care, renewal, and responsibility. This imagery became the beating heart of Landcare's message: nurture the earth, and it will nurture you. The coin was created to support the Landcare movement, a nationwide effort promoting environmental restoration, community tree planting, and sustainable agriculture. In many ways, it was Australia's first coin to carry an ecological message, making it truly historic. Collectors and environmentalists alike were drawn to it. Not only was it a work of art, but it was a token of purpose, a coin that spoke of unity between people and planet. From the very beginning, the 1993 Landcare coin was minted with care. Though released for general circulation, its beauty and message led many Australians to tuck it away, preserving it as a keepsake rather than spending it. Over time, that simple act of preservation turned the coin into treasure. Today, a 1993 uncirculated Landcare $1 coin can sell for $80 to $150, depending on its brilliance and strike quality. But the proof versions, with their mirror-like finish and presentation packaging, can easily command $300 to $500, and sometimes more among dedicated collectors. The value of this coin doesn't end in numbers, it grows in meaning. Each one represents a promise, a pledge to respect and restore the land, passed down through generations in the form of golden currency. Holding one feels different. There's a sense of quiet pride in knowing that what rests in your palm isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of awareness, responsibility, and hope for the Earth's future. Even today, collectors seek out the 1993 Landcare dollar not just for its rarity, but for its relevance. In a world facing environmental challenges, this coin has become even more powerful, a timeless reminder of the values that matter most. It's fascinating how a single piece of metal can carry such weight, not in grams, but in meaning. The hands and seedling etched into this coin tell a story of compassion that will never fade, even as years pass and designs evolve. The golden shine of the 1993 Landcare $1 coin is a reflection of Australia's spirit, proud, protective, and deeply rooted in its connection to nature. It reminds us that real treasure isn't always hidden in vaults sometimes. It grows quietly in the earth. And as collectors continue to hunt for this remarkable coin, one thing remains certain. The 1993 Landcare dollar isn't just valuable, it's eternal. A coin that doesn't just belong to the past, but to the future of the land it was created to honor.